The river's silence. Ethan Cole had grown used to silence. It filled the ranch like dust, seeping into every corner, settling in his bones. Once, this land had been alive with laughter, with music spilling from the porch when his wife danced barefoot in the twilight. But all that had vanished when betrayal came like a lightning strike, sudden, scorching, and irreversible. His wife had left with another man, and Ethan was left with cattle, empty rooms, and the kind of ache no medicine could soothe. He carried the wound of that betrayal deeper than the limp in his right leg, a rodeo injury that throbbed whenever the weather turned. The limp was visible, a physical reminder of his recklessness in younger days. But the wound in his chest was the one he guarded fiercest, the one that told him love was a trick, a lure meant to weaken a man. Each morning he worked the ranch with mechanical precision, feeding the cattle, mending fences, oiling creaky gates. Hard labor was his shield, his excuse to avoid townsfolk who whispered behind cupped hands. He answered their polite greetings with nods, but never lingered. The world beyond his land had nothing left for him, or so he believed. It was the river that kept him tethered, flowing along the edge of his property. It offered him something the ranch could not, quiet that felt cleansing rather than suffocating. He walked there most evenings, watching the water ripple against the rocks, pretending the sound could wash away his bitterness. That was where he first saw her. At first, Ethan thought she was a mirage, some trick of dusk and his own loneliness. A young woman sat on a flat stone near the water, her skirts drawn neatly around her, a notebook resting on her lap. She leaned forward, pencil moving quickly, as though trying to capture the river's shifting colors before they slipped away. Ethan slowed, boots crunching against gravel, unsure if he should disturb her. She lifted her head, startled by the noise, and for a moment their eyes met. Her gaze wasn't the careless glance of a stranger. It lingered, curious yet cautious, as though she'd been caught trespassing. "Evening," Ethan said, his voice rough from disuse. She smiled faintly, closing the notebook as though to protect its secrets. "I didn't mean to intrude." The river looked too peaceful to ignore. Ethan studied her, dark hair pulled loosely back, a face unadorned yet softened by the golden light. His eyes drifted, unbidden, to the glint of a ring on her left hand. A married woman. He reminded himself to keep his distance. "You're not intruding," he said finally. "River doesn't belong to anyone." She seemed relieved, though a flicker of hesitation remained in her posture. "I'm Clara."